We're going to take a closer look at an intense debate in the Republican Party, whether it can attract new voters by becoming more conservative or more moderate. The number of voters who have left the party is growing. In 2003, 31% of Americans identified themselves as Republican, 31% as Democrat. Now, only 1 in 5 say they are a Republican. So how does the party stem that tide? Here's Jonathan Karl.
Dick Cheney seems to be everywhere.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney here in his first television interview.
The former Vice President is in the studio with us this morning.
Mr. Vice President, welcome. Always good to have you.
The most visible Republican in the country these days, declaring his preference for Rush Limbaugh over Colin Powell.
Well, if I had to choose in terms of being a Republican, I'd go with Rush Limbaugh, I think.
And Rush is returning the favor.
The left is out to destroy Dick Cheney. They're afraid of Dick Cheney. They are afraid of me.
The problem for Republicans right now is the party doesn't seem big enough for conservatives like Limbaugh and moderates like Colin Powell and Senator Arlen Specter, who just bolted the party.
That if the Republican Party does not expand its tent, it's going to turn into a circus. And it's going to become a minority freak show that sort of features Rush Limbaugh and Dick Cheney.
One of the few recent bright spots for Republicans is in Florida, where popular Governor Charlie Crist just announced he's running for Senate.
And I think that regardless of party, we have to work together to get things done.
Crist is facing stiff opposition from conservatives who are outraged he supported President Obama's stimulus plan. But Senator Lindsey Graham says more moderates is exactly what the party needs.
I don't want to be a party of angry white guys sitting in the corner that nobody listens to, and we can't change the nation's policies or be relevant to the future of our nations.
For his part, Cheney, like Limbaugh, rejects the idea that the party needs to be more moderate to win.
I think we will, but I think we'll do it by being true to our principles, not becoming more like the Democrats.
But Democrats shouldn't get overconfident. The last time Republicans were in this big a hole was the late 1970s. Jimmy Carter was in the White House, and Republicans came roaring back just a couple years later with the Reagan Revolution. Jonathan Karl, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
Our closer look.